Hey guys, it's Nick. Thanks for tuning into a long Wargaming Xwing battle report. I'm going to try an overhead video this time. A little bit better to understand what's going on than the picture, so let me know how it goes. I'm going to fine tune the process as we move forward, but please give me some advice and some criticism as to what you think. And we're doing some scum here, so I've got an IG-88D. Not a huge fan of the IG-88 ship, but I'm going to try and make it work today. I got outmaneuver, advanced sensors, stealth device, and inertial dampeners on him. So with advanced sensors, you'll be able to shoot, be able to make an action before moving, which will be good because you can use his different K-turns that he has. He's got the bank K-turn, the hard K-turn, and the regular K-turn because he's got the hard 3 K-turn and the Segnor turn based on his ability. And with that ability to be able to maneuver around a bit, I'm hoping that outmaneuver will get me in a position where I can get some shots off. And stealth device gives him 4 agility die until he is dead. Not dead, I'm sorry, when he gets shot at and he, actually suffers his first hit. And then I tried out 2 of these little interceptors. These guys are okay. I'm trying to figure out what makes them good because they're very squishy. They only have 2 hulls and 1 shield each. And this is the M3 interceptor. I've got one at pilot skill 5, and he gave him the mangler cannon, and then just a second one just to get 2 in there for fun. And then the last one I have is Kato, and he's got the hot shot blaster, and Kato's ability allows him to steal a focus or evade token from an enemy ship. And Rich is going to try out a TIE Phantom today. So he's got TIE Phantom with Veteran Instincts. This is Whisper. So he's got pilot skill 9, which is good. You need this guy to have high pilot skill. This way he could shoot first and then cloak. This way the rest of the people out on the battlefield have to hit him at agility 4. And he also has advanced cloaking device. So pretty simple. Soon to your fill with push the limit. When he pushes the limit, I believe soon to your fill is when he gets a stress token, he gets an evade token. So when you do 2 actions, you also get a evade or focus. I think it's a focus token, sorry. So if he boosts and barrel rolls, then he'll get a focus and stress, and he just gets a lot of tokens, which is cool. And then we've got 2 TIE Phantoms, not TIE Phantoms, 2 TIE Fighters, and that's it. It is Winged Gundark and Night Beast. So from left to right, we got Winged Gundark, Night Beast, TIE Phantom, and Soontir Fel. And we've got IG-88D, then we've got the Z95, his name is Kato, if I remember correctly, and then the 2 M3A fighter interceptors. And the one with the cannon, the Mangler cannon, which is yeah, it's a 3 tack, 1 to 3 range weapon. That is on the one that's in the middle there. And the ability is that it allows 1 hit to be turned into a crit. So here is ships in deployment, and we've got the scattered asteroids or obstacles, and we're just getting our dials ready. So pilot skill 2 or 1 goes up first, and then we've got the 2 ties moving up a full 5 each. And then it'll be the rest of my guys, and then Whisper, and you can see here I did a hard to the right, and then I decided to do a barrel roll to get just a little bit closer. So I tried to target lock just to see what the range was. So I barrel roll, which I thought was a clever move at the time. Still could be. So this way I could do a hard bank to the left again and be able to take on the interceptor with both fighters. And I did a move 3 forward with the IG-88, and the Z95 also moved up. And I did a boost with IG-88 so that I can now try to get through that little asteroid gap. So the interceptor moves up full and then goes ahead and does a boost forward, and then the Whisper goes ahead and up forward and cloaks. Now the interceptor is at range 3 of the my one interceptor, and I've got 4 defense die. I ended up rolling no evades, and I ended up taking 2 hits on him right away, so he's down to 1 life, which already sucks. That's the guy with the Mangler cannon, so odds are he's going to die. IG-88 goes ahead and does some shots at his TIE Fighter, the closest one, and I get a crit hit. In which case he had to roll another die, and then if it was a hit, he took another hit, so he actually gets wiped off right away, so there's 1 less tie, which is great. Now we're back to moving again. Pilot skill 2 interceptor moves up 2 just so I can get nice and close to that interceptor, and he's going to go ahead and focus. And then the next interceptor goes ahead and does a bank to the left. Oh, nope, I decided to do a barrel roll instead. So we got the interceptor going, that TIE fighter going up. He goes ahead and does a barrel roll. So the other interceptor, he's going to do the hard 2. Oh, I ended up doing that barrel roll, or it's a hard 1. I ended up doing that barrel roll to get this guy in, because this guy has the Mangler cannon. I wanted him to be able to do something, so he goes ahead and does an evade, try to stay alive, and the Z-95 just moves up just a little bit. Probably should have moved more to the right to deal with the interceptor, because the cloaked Phantom can be anywhere, and everyone focuses, including the IG-88, who just barely gets by that asteroid. I got really lucky, and it's great because now I'm at close range, and I've got outmaneuver, so the TIE fighter there is going to be pretty much dead, or so I hope. And Soontir Phil gets up real close there with a barrel roll, and then a second action, getting him some stress, which also gives him some. Oop, the Phantom just hit the asteroid. So, but just to back up, the Soontir Phil has stress, evade, and focus, and the interceptor is able to kill out the guy with the Mangler cannon because he's real close. That's 4 attack die, kind of sucks. And the Z-95 doesn't see anything. However, I could have fired with the hotshot blaster, but I forgot, and I should have, especially while that Phantom was sitting there on the asteroid, because I would have killed him, or not killed him. I probably would have done some damage, but because he's now down 1 agility, and when he's down 1 agility, or no, he's down 2 agility. When you're not cloaked, he's at agility 2, which is better, but then he would have been up 1 with the asteroid. So we're now back to movement dials. Oh, also the interceptor on the top of the screen wasn't able to do any damage to the TIE interceptor. Even at close range, he had the 3 attack die. Kind of sucks. And IG-88 was not able to kill the TIE fighter, but did do 2 wounds, which is good. He rolled a lot of agility, a lot of defense die, a lot of evades. And the interceptor on top ended up doing a K-turn, and then the TIE fighter went ahead and moved through the asteroid. Rich decided he got to get to a position where he would be able to see the IG-88 when it went by, but he hit the asteroid and died. So 2 regular TIE fighters down. The Z-95 goes ahead and moves up, can't see anything, so he goes into target lock. And again, I forgot about Hotshot Blaster, so I need to remember that. I did my action first with the IG-2000 so that I could get through there without a problem. So I do a little boost, and then I do the actual maneuver. I should have done the... I probably should have done the Segnor turn, because I didn't realize how far this was going to take me. I thought it would be back a little bit further. So this thing's a little hard to control, so I'm trying to figure that out. So it's Soontir Phil, which ends up evading and then focusing, and then that gets some stress or pushed to the limit, and then it gets another focus, and then the Phantom goes ahead and stays cloaked, I believe. I'm pretty sure he stays cloaked because he doesn't want to... oh no, he's still cloaked, sorry. He moves over the asteroid again, he takes a roll but no hit, so then he barrel rolls, and it looks like they're both going to have close range shots, which are pretty awesome. So Rich goes to roll the dice. He thinks he rolls too many because there's that 1 die sitting out, but we didn't check the table, so we go ahead and rolls again. That's 5 attack dice because the Phantom is that close. I end up rolling 1 evade, so I end up taking 2 hits. The IG-88 has 4 shields, 4 hull. And then the interceptor ended up not doing too hot, so I ended up losing, I think, 3 shield altogether. And then Rich ends up cloaking. I take some shots at close range, but and that's with the oh, I think I did the hotshot blaster from behind with the Z-95. I finally remembered that, and my interceptor didn't do anything, so we go back to dials. So this little interceptor does a bank 2. Follow the interceptor and the Phantom, and he does a focus. Z-95 is kind of out of the game. I don't want to go into asteroid, so he's just going to go ahead and do a K2 so he can come back around. I do a target lock since I spent mine last time. So I do that maneuver right there. I first use my advanced sensors, and I use, I believe I do a focus first, and then I'm going to, it was originally a 3 Segnor turn to the left, but I'm going to use his ability to allow me to do it as a hard turn. So then, the way I see it, he's going to be facing, you know, towards the bottom of the screen, and then both the Phantom and the Interceptor will go ahead into my firing arc, or so I hope. Now we're just going to go ahead and move the Phantom First, he's going to slide to the right 2, which is what he can do with the barrel roll when he uncloaks, and then he's going to do his action, which is a hard 2 to the left. So now he's got the IG-88 in his front. Oh, nope, now he barrel rolls again. See, these guys are so friggin' maneuverable. And the interceptor is going to go ahead and do a hard to the left there, so then he can barrel roll either way because he figured I was going to do that maneuver, whether it was a Segnor or a hard bank without the Segnor loop. So I'm in his crosshairs again, and the Z95 doesn't get much done either, and the interceptors move up just a bit. And a bunch of shots are done, and I take a critical hit, which ends up saying if I do a red maneuver, I will end up taking a hit on the roll. I'd roll one hit. I'd roll one die, and then if I got a hit, I would just suffer a hit every time I do a red maneuver. So we have another round of movement again. My interceptor actually ends up bumping the TIE interceptor. I thought I had enough room, so there's no action there. The Z95 is still making his way around. He's got a target lock. He focuses, and then I do a move here. I'm trying to get away, and I can do an action, which is an evade, because I want to try to keep him alive as much as possible. TIE interceptor will do a hard right, and then he'll do a focus and evade, which gets him a stress and another focus. Now, one thing, with all these tokens going down, one thing that my Z95 should have been doing, Kato, is taking the tokens away, which he does at range 1 to 2, but that's something I just forgot to do most of the turns, so I will try to keep an eye on that going forward. I am a big fan of that Z95. That ability is pretty cool, kind of almost like he gets 2 actions. This guy ends up staying cloaked, the Phantom, because there's no way for his barrel rolls when he uncloaked to get him into a good position, so he stays cloaked, and only the interceptor is going to be able to shoot at the Z95, the IG-88. So I end up taking 2 more damage here, so he's down to, I believe it is 1 hull. And my interceptor doesn't do anything to his Phantom, so we're back to dials again. So my interceptor goes ahead and does a bank 2. Rich thought he was going to do a K turn or something else, but nope, I got the Z95 is wrapping around here, and I end up doing an evade on IG-88, and then I go ahead and move him, and then I take another hit from doing a red on my ship card that I got damage for. So now he's down to 1 hull, but at least he's now facing the TIE Fighter and TIE Phantom. So I have 3 ships. I'm still kind of in the game, but once the big ship drops, he's the one that's got all the firepower. Otherwise, the Z95 and the M3A only has 2 attack die each, and they're not as maneuverable as the Phantom and the TIE Interceptor. The Interceptor comes around soon to your fell. He does his barrel roll, and then he gets an evade, in which case you get stress, and then another focus, which should be getting stolen by Kato, but I keep forgetting to do. And I'm rolling some defense for the Interceptor from the shots of Whisper from behind. And the Interceptor is still alright. He has 1 hull left on him. So the TIE Interceptor is at range 1 of IG-88. So I've got an evade token and 3 defense. He's got 4 attack die. He rolls 2 hits. I end up rolling nothing. All I needed was 1 evade, and then with the evade token I would have been alright. But he gets removed, in which case it's kind of game. I do some shots here with the Interceptor and then the Z95, but after this we decide that that's really it without the IG-88. I can't really win this game. And the IG-88 is great. He's super maneuverable. I like him. I just don't know how to work him yet. I like his abilities. I like that he has 3 defend die, but he's just not my cup of tea. I think he's good. I think someone's going to do well with him. It just might not be me. I like when it comes to the big ships, I like running Dash Rendar with the heavy laser cannon, turret, and just having him run around like crazy and shooting 4 dice with Lone Wolf. That's the kind of build I like for the big ships. But we just kind of play out the turn a little bit here. I do a 5k with my Interceptor. The Z95 just moves up because I figured I don't know what I figured. I did some really shitty flying in this game. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this video. I know the quality isn't as crisp, however, it does have the maneuvers in the game, which is usually what's lacking in a photo game. So Let me know what you guys think. Give me some pointers below, and if you like it, maybe I'll do more. If it's not as much of a hit, I'm trying to figure out if the X-Wing battle reports are even something I should be doing or not. There is a big following for X-Wing, and there's already a lot of people out there, so I wouldn't mind getting onto the scene, but it's got to be worth my time and effort. So, all right, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.